Hello and welcome to the national news live here on Star TV. With me, Waida Sase. Top stories. The Western Regional Conventions have ended, with Captain Mamadou Aliyu Patso re-elected for the second time, with a promise of clinching all seats in the Western Area Rural and Urban District. Christ the King College CKC in Board District has emerged as winner of the National Social Security and Insurance Trust NASIT quiz competition for secondary schools as part of the 15th anniversary celebration. The African Methodist Epifocal AME Church based at Pademba Road has presented cash, food and non-food items to flash flood and mudslide affected survivors at Dumbo School. And in sports, 10 local professional golfers are set to redefine their prowess and lift high the banner of the land in the forthcoming Sierra Leone Golf Opening slated for November this year. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. The Western Regional Convention has ended with Captain Mamadou Aliyu Patso re-elected for the second time that will take the incoming executive to the 2018 elections, with a promise of clinching all seats in the Western Area Rural and Urban Districts. Presiding over the Western Area Regional Convention, the chairperson Dr. Christina Thorpe called on all to embrace the outcome of the results and encourage the unfortunate members to work within the collective spirit of the party. Captain Mamadou Aliyu Patso, in his acceptance speech, has this to say.
I want to tell the people of Western Area and the other parties that they're not going to win one war in the Western Area. And I want to say to anything, and I send this message to Italy. Why don't make we all in this country? We Italy and to myself, Dr. Ernest Balcona.
Other highlights include cultural performance by different cultural groups and musical artists as a side attraction to complement the ceremony. Christ the King College CKC in Board District has emerged as winner of the National Social Security and Insurance Trust NASIT quiz competition for secondary schools as part of their 15th anniversary celebration. Here is the report. Christ the King College CKC in Board District has emerged as winner of National Social Security and Insurance Trust NASIT quiz competition for secondary schools as part of their 15th anniversary celebration. The quiz competition that was held at the Atlantic Hall, Shaker Stevens Stadium in Freetown, brings together other schools who were winners in the preliminary stage of the competition. Mani Lansana Lahai of the Christ the King College was awarded as the best quizzer of the competition, with a cash prize of 500,000 leones. Speaking to this medium, Lahai said that the secret behind his success as the best quizzer is due to the team's robust research on the issues about NASIT. He added that education is universal, and as a people, he believed that one can get better education regardless of their location, thus maintaining that education can bridge the gap between the rich and the poor. Francis Musa Sowa, a senior teacher of Christ the King College, in a jubilant mood, said the school has been participating in several quiz competitions in the provinces and has been emerging as champions. CKC is said has been delivering good results in public examinations across the country. Mr. Sowa admonished schools and pupils to remain disciplined and focused in order to achieve greatness. Reporting for Star TV News, I am Waida Sisei. The African Methodist Epifocal AME Church, based at Pademba Road, has presented cash, food and non-food items to flash flood and mudslide affected survivors at Don Bosco Fambul in order to complement the effort of government in rendering humanitarian support to the said victims. Hilton John tells us more.
Speaking at the presentation ceremony at the headquarters office of the African Methodist Church at Pademba Road, Assistant Administrative Officer to the Bishop of the Church, Reverend Isaac Showers, said they as a church has joined other organizations to give their own support to the mudslide victim in the church.
Church, African Methodist Episcopal Church, as a union, and we feel say the first people they move for think about at this time that the one that we affected by the mudslide and flooding. And this afternoon we young people there were affected. Pastors them, ministers them, and also laity. So at this point in time, we get cash where we don't put as we all support for one give them. So this afternoon we didn't have to present the cash we want to give them, and all the ministers they will get 3 million each. All the ministers them, and then one day when I lay people them, big one who add also they get all 1 million cash.
He added that the church received a donation of $5,000 from the head bishop, Ali Mark, of the 14 districts of the AMA Church in West Africa, based in the United States of America, Atlanta, as a way to support the survivors. Receiving the cash donation on behalf of the church member, Ronelda Campbell thanked the head bishop for his gesture to the affected victims of the mudslide August 14, 2017.
On behalf of the flood victims, I want to register my thanks and appreciation firstly to God Almighty for His sparing life. Even though we go through the trying times, one for thank God we're their life today, and one for register with thanks and appreciation also to the Bishop and Bishop E.L. McLeod Jr. and the Episcopal Supervisor, Lady Patricia Russell McLeod, for this gesture. Indeed, one for say thank you, we appreciate them so much for the love and the concern and show to we. And for say on behalf of we all, we appreciate them. And
food and non-food items were distributed to the Don Bosco Fambul at 4th Street to the mudslide children as a way to encourage them that they are the future leaders of the country. Presenting the food and non-food items on behalf of the church, Michael Amara, coordinator of the delivery team in the church, said they as a church want to sympathize with the survivors, more especially the children, in a time like this.
As a nation, the reason why people in the fire now can donate, and we want to respond as a church and respond to what the government they say. You see the beautiful picking them all waiting up, so these are all futures for tomorrow. If we left them, we sit down back as church and not feel certain we will tomorrow. As the head of church, don't like to say, we carry a lot of things them for, even though we not carry it for food up there, but at least we carry the one way, at least the Don Bosco family, the picking themselves will appreciate me for that. We get a list where we become there, we ask the head of Don Bosco and the people that are responsible at the various departments where they give it. And in line with that, we carry the following item, then waiting them in.
Receiving the items on behalf of Don Bosco Fambul, Samuel Thomas Bojon, Assistant Director Don Bosco Fambul, said they are very happy for the gesture from the church. He promised that the donated items will be used for the right purpose. For Star Television News in Freetown, I am Hilton John reporting.
And as always, let's join Hilton John, our sport correspondent, for some sport news.
Thanks to Iwaida Sisi in the studio for some sporting news. For today, we start with the local scene ahead of this year's Sierra Leone Golf Open at the Freetown Golf Club. The Sierra Leone golfers are in intensive training ahead of the competition to see that they win the championship. It's going to be recalled that the last time it was won by Ghanaian. My colleague Ali Swens has been following the issue about golf in the country, and he now put his reports together.
Over 10 countries across the world are set to form part of this year's Sierra Leone Golf Open, with 14 local professionals, including caddies and amateurs, already to 6 titles. Local golfers are yet to redefine their prowess in the Sierra Leone Golf Open after missing out first spot opportunity in the tournament's last 3 comebacks in Freetown. The 14 Sierra Leonean professionals who vowed to break new barriers in last year's comeback of the Sierra Leone Open were quick to admit defeat, as Ghanaian Vincent Toga proudly picked up the $10,000 prize money. That was the 3rd time in a row Ghana has won this prestigious tournament, with Godin Say, Amos Kobler and Toga on record for the clean sheet. Sierra Leone's reigning golf champion Paul Kagbo has indeed fallen on bad times in the last 3 years. Not being able to do the country proud as a host nation has got him off the hook. As the waging rains declined, tensions with the middle at the Freetown Golf Club getting fresher since the rise clapped away, the captain, and indeed captain for the Sierra Leone golfing side, has come back with new reverberating vigor to change the trend of history and to finally beat the dented streaks into shape. Taking the runner-up position, and any less envied sport for that matter, has never been a manly disposition for the lifting of a banner of a nation. The record has not proven wise, and until this year forced by in peace, what Paul and other Sierra Leoneans aim at will remain to be a challenging dream in the estuary of determination. For Star TV Sport, Ali Kamara reporting.
Thanks to you, to Ali Kamara, for that report, putting the report together about golf. We hope that our team that will be representing the country in this year's Sierra Leone Golf Open will get a better result, because 2 times now it could be recalled that the Sierra Leone golfers have failed to win the championship. Away from local scene, in the international scene, Argentina are in danger of missing the first World Cup since 1970 after being held to a goalless draw by Peru. Only the top 4 in South America qualifying are guaranteed a place at the 2028 tournament in Russia, and Argentina 6 with 1 game. The 2 times World Cup champion must win their final qualifier in Ecuador to climb at least 5th spot, which set up a 2-leg playoff against New Zealand. The final round of matches will play on the Wednesday, the 11th of October 2017. And yet to see whether Argentina will have a place in the World Cup. And if they fail, well, it could be a setback for Argentina team. Barcelona midfielder and captain Henry Nesta signed a lifetime contract with the La Liga giant. The Spanish international statistic has made 639 appearances for the Catalan club, second on their all-time list, and scored 55 goals. Iniesta came to the La Liga Barcelona side, and he was part of the youth team since 1996. He made his first debut in October 2002 and has won 8 Spanish titles and 4 Champions League for the Barcelona side. So it's a good one for Iniesta. He has signed a lifetime contract for the Barcelona Football Club. That's all for today's sport. Back to you in the studio, Wahida Sisi.
That was Hilton John giving us update on sport around the globe. Well, that's all we have for you in a National Bulletin File live here on Star TV. I am Wahida Sisi. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for other exciting programs coming up shortly after the weather forecast. Stay blessed.